Let me tell you, I go a step further. I say something.
Got shooters already.
And by the way, because we all know that LeBron James, he'll be all caught up in his feelings, him and his team, and they'll get a little bit sensitive with what I'm about to say. So let me couch this. Let me get some cottonelle tissue. Let me just pause for a second and acknowledge to the world LeBron's the best in the world. LeBron is an ultra talent. We all know what a superstar he is. Nobody is trying to cast aspersions at him. We're just dissecting the game of basketball. LeBron James is unstoppable. He's a physical specimen. He's a freak of nature. He's not a great shooter. He's not a great shooter.
He's a good enough shooter.
He absolutely is a good enough shooter. But there are times, there are games where he doesn't show up from the perimeter. There are games where he does not show up from the free throw line. And I am saying to you, if you are the Golden State Warriors, if you're the Golden State, only the Golden State Warriors, you do not need to upset the apple cart by sitting up there and you know what? Oh, excuse me, I'm going to sit up there and trade Klay Thompson for LeBron. I don't need, and he's 5 years younger. Klay Thompson.
The age thing is the only argument. Look, the shooting thing doesn't even work because if you have Steph and Durant on the floor at the same time, and not to mention Draymond, who shoots threes the way the best three-point shooter in the league used to shoot threes, and he could do it from the 4 or the 5. So they got Draymond Green, yeah.
Okay.
So like
sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't.
For a so-called big, he's a very good outside shooter. The point is they got plenty of shooting on the floor at all times. What can LeBron do that Klay can't do? For example, if you're playing the Warriors, what is one of the things you'd like to see them do offensively? Force Klay to put the ball on the floor and make decisions. It's not that he can't. It's just that's not his strength. That's one way you can try to attack the Warriors. If LeBron's on the team, you want to force LeBron to put the ball on the floor and make decisions?
I love how Max is talking, y'all, because I know you're not disrespecting Klay Thompson.
Of course not.
I know you're not doing that. But you just act like he's somebody that just makes jump shots. Klay Thompson's a two-way player. Klay Thompson brings a lot to the table. And, oh, by the way, the divide between the skill set of LeBron James and most players is the divide that exists between Klay Thompson's jump shot and LeBron James' jump shot. It's oceans apart.
So there's a jump shot. Right.
I'm saying it's oceans
Look,
apart.
Klay,
he plays
this is how great Klay is. A couple of years ago, Klay dropped 26 points in a quarter.
37
Wait a minute. That's what I was going to say. 26 points in a quarter was his second best quarter. If you drop 26 points, that should be your career best. He dropped 37 points in a quarter. The guy is capable of getting hotter than anyone who ever lived. That doesn't make him more valuable on any team than LeBron James.
Let me tell you something right now. If you are the Golden State Warriors, you don't disrupt anything that you have for a LeBron James because you are beating him. You're beating him anyway, so why mess with it? That's the point. You're winning. When you go up against him, you take him down. So why do you need to change that? I'm not saying this. We're just talking because it's All-Star Weekend, and we're looking at what Klay Thompson said about wanting to be a Warrior for the rest of his career. But I'm telling you, he is that good, that underappreciated. He's a dog, and I mean that in a good way.
If the 72-win Bulls team, they didn't need to do a thing, right? Took off Scottie Pippen and put on LeBron James, they would be even better.
Not fair. Not a fair.
But that's the way it is.
You just turned
your hypothetical is, does LeBron make a team better? The answer is yes.
Just turned in his basketball card. LeBron James' skill set is more similar to Scottie Pippen than it would ever be to Klay Thompson. Ever.
Sure.
So that's a bad analogy. That's a bad analogy because Klay Thompson's skill set is completely and diametrically different than LeBron James. LeBron James and Scottie Pippen are more similar.
Would you say that LeBron James and Larry Bird have overlap in skill sets, but they don't have the exact same skill sets, right? If you took, in other words, take anyone except for Michael Jordan, who's not a center, replace them with LeBron, the team just got better. I don't care what you need. It's like the Bobby Knight line about drafting. Who should we draft in the Michael Jordan draft? And he said, draft Jordan. And he was told, we need a center. He said, draft Jordan, play him at center. If there is a question, the answer is LeBron in today's NBA.
But it's not a matter of whether or not it makes them better. It's a matter of how much better do you need to be when you're the champion. If you win it already and you're going to end up winning again, how much better do you need to be? Where I'm going to give away Klay Thompson for a dude that's 5 years older. Why would I do that? For what?
I love Klay.
And I'm already winning.
I love Klay. He's better than Danny Green. Danny Green instead of Klay.
You don't want to brought up Danny Green.
The Warriors are still the best team in the league.
You don't want to brought up Danny Green.
Instead of Klay, the Warriors are still the best team in the league.
You brought up Danny Green in one comparison. You brought up Scottie Pippen in another. Sure. You were wrong on both counts.
Right.
Fall back. Fall back, Max
Well, you are on one today.
Come on now.
You are feeling yourself. It's NBA weekend. You got the antibiotics. You're feeling yourself now.
Antibiotics are beautiful. Dr. Spivak. Love you, man.